How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail.
Hello. Okay,
What's up YouTube, this is Albert Aldridge of albertaldridgefitness.com. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. It's an absolute pleasure having you, and if you didn't see my previous video, I hope you all had a wonderful summer, and if you went away on holiday, I hope you had a relaxing time, you could enjoy yourselves and forget about going to work. So you could enjoy a nice cocktail, a swim in the pool, perhaps you went on a walk with the family. You might be wondering why you saw two dogs at the beginning of the video, and that's just because we're looking after a friend's dog at the moment who's also a black Labrador, but he's a slightly larger build than Dana and is quite a strong male, and having him round the house actually makes us realise how ladylike Dana is. FYI, Dana is our black Labrador. She's about 12 years old, and this male black Labrador called Oscar, he's probably around 10 years old I think, but is a lot stronger, and he tries to steal food all the time, but if you don't give it to him he'll just stare you out instead, just like this. Does that make you feel uncomfortable? Give me your food. Pretty disturbing. I've just finished my final personal training session for the day, and plus today I went on a training day which was looking at alternative sports that I'm going to be incorporating with my sports coaching that I do for the councils, because in this month I'm going to start going to different schools for them on a deployment basis and start running sport coaching sessions in lots of different sports. Pretty cool. As I'm putting my stuff away, I'm just going to listen to a podcast, but I haven't practiced the Olympic lifts in a very long time, so I'm trying to get into the habit of every evening doing around even just 5 to 10 minutes of technique work. I'm going to be practicing the snatch right now. By the way, nearly forgot to mention about this watch that you saw in the introduction of this video. I will go into a little bit more detail later on in the video, but long story short, I was contacted by a company called Sleek Supply recently, and they told me about this watch they sell. I admit they gave me a 40% discount code to purchase one myself, and I was impressed by their website, and the fact that they're a company that was only made in November 2016 also resonated well with me, because I'm all about helping smaller companies and building them up with my own following, so all our small companies can help each other out. And I believe with this company they like to try and tap into different kinds of industries with the people who wear them. So I'm going to be somebody in the fitness industry, and I believe they've got people in the photography industry and maybe the music industry I think as well. Here's a cheeky look at what it looks like. It's a very nice fitting, a leather strap, has a very clear analog face, and the straps are interchangeable, so you can buy different colour straps, so you can take this face off and put a black strap on, or a brown strap. They have quite a few different coloured straps. Goes well with any smart outfit. I think it makes you look a little bit cooler as well. If you do fancy getting yourself one though, there's a link to their website in the YouTube description, and there's a discount code next to that link which I'll put on the screen to get you 20% off your order if you decide to purchase something. Let's do some snatches.
Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from him, send with me tonight. I run away.
Why don't you just have a tug of war? Look, come down and have a tug of war.
Go on, dog.
You're not going to.
Oh, it's on your back. Are you going to start singing again?
Well, we managed to get back before the rain earlier. Check it's not going to come. I don't think we need to bark. No, no barking. Just
Oscar's camera shy.
you don't want to, do you? You want to?
That was a very smooth transition into me talking about my CrossFit goals for the next year. And I would recommend, if you're somebody who's into training for any kind of sporting discipline or for any skills in general, set yourself a goal every year. Maybe just make a video that you just have for yourself where you're talking about the goals you have that you want to achieve within the next year. And the goals I'm telling you now are specifically for my own training and in CrossFit and weightlifting and powerlifting in general. And this this is going from the academic year we have in the UK, which is from September to September generally. So these are my goals for the next academic year from September 2017 to September 2018. Well, my body weight at the moment is around 74 to 75 kilos, and I would eventually like to compete in CrossFit at 82 kilograms roughly, but some athletes do compete at 90. I'm just going to have to judge it and see how my body fat percentage is, but basically as I gain weight, I don't want to hinder my aerobic performance too much, but I do want to gain strength a lot, and I obviously want to keep my body fat in check so my fitness isn't hindered too much, because if I gain weight too quickly I'll put on a lot of fat and my aerobic performance would be affected and my overall fitness. So the aim is to gain around £1 a month, and I'm going to slowly introduce calories into my diet, but I will go into that in more detail in a future video. The aim then by next September is to have gained around 12 pounds, basically a stone in weight I want to gain. Within the next year I want to join a local CrossFit box, probably the CrossFit box in Crawley. And the main thing within this next year is to master the Olympic lifts, which are the snatch and the clean and jerk, and are ideally around my own weight training, my own powerlifting training, my studies and my jobs. Would like to go to CrossFit Crawley specifically for Olympic lifting coaching to start with. The aim eventually in years to come is to go to a CrossFit box more regularly, not to just do Olympic lifting, but I specifically at the moment would like to get Olympic lifting coaching. I'd like to master, if I can, all the moves used in CrossFit strictly. So strict handstand push-ups, strict muscle-ups, they're the main two I can think of, and that means I can eventually move on to doing kipping pull-ups, etc. Finally, strength-wise, I'm talking quite short-term, so I may be able to get past this within this year, but I'd like to get 140 kilogram squat. I'd like to hit a 200 kilo deadlift. I've done that before, but not at this body weight. And then with overhead press, I'd like to get 60 kilograms for 10 reps. Not sure what that will tie over into with a 1 rep max. And then finally, I'd like to achieve 40 kilogram dumbbells. Then finally, I'd like to achieve for a flat dumbbell press for the chest specifically, 40 kilogram dumbbells for 10 reps on each side. So 40 kilograms on each side. And we're nearing the end of the video, but I'm going to end this video with some training footage of a session I did yesterday morning, which I typically do when I don't have much time. What I do is I start off with, it's basically a little circuit. I do weighted pull-ups for 10 reps, then go into toes to bar, usually do around between 10 to 15 reps. Then I go into 10 reps of heavy bicep, easy bar curls, and then 10 reps of upright rows, and I do that as rounds for around 70 minutes, and then I do about 10 minutes of handstand push-ups supersetted with some side lateral raises. But I actually got, unfortunately I didn't manage to film the set, but I got PR on this day of 13 kilograms plus my body weight for 8 repetitions, which is a lifetime PR actually thinking about it, so that's pretty cool. But first thing I wanted to end this video with was talking about video ideas. So if any of you, because you guys watch my videos for hopefully the entertainment reasons and for informative reasons. So if there's anything you'd like me to cover topic wise, then please do leave it in the comment section below, or contact me through my social media, whether that be Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube messaging, whatever you prefer. Or just send me an email, feel free, because I'd love to cover the topic and get videos that will benefit you guys. And also, if you have any apparel ideas, because I've got some things down on paper I'd like to do in the future in regards to, because I've got my snapback that I've done. There's a picture of it on my Instagram. If you haven't seen that, you can go follow me on Instagram and see a picture of the snapback I got recently customized, made with my logo on it, which was customized. But if you have any sort of apparel ideas in regards to shirts, what types of clothes you'd like in regards to apparel, because I've got quite a few people asking me about it, then do send me a message about that. And finally, I've got a day of eating, Moroccan day of eating. I've got all the food for it. I'm going to be recording it within the next couple of days. And if you'd like to join me at a service at a local church I go to, well, it's a church I visit in Brighton called St. Peter's. I'm going to chuck a logo up on the screen for you. And you'd like to join me for a service one day and then have a chat afterwards over a coffee or something, then please feel free to get in contact with me. That is the video, sorry guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.